Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Sorry it's taking me so long to make this video. Shooting this for anybody that picked up TrustJacker a few days ago on a link that I sent out. And of all the products that I've ever promoted, that was probably one of the ones that I've actually pushed the hardest. Because usually I send out one email and whoever buys it, whoever doesn't, doesn't. And usually it kind of just goes like that with pretty much anything that I promote. Usually not very hardcore in promoting, I guess. But with this particular piece of software, with this plugin, I think I actually mailed out to let you guys know about this thing probably 3 or 4 different times. And the reason for that being is that when I picked it up that night, I had literally made my first couple dollars with the plugin within probably 2 hours of installing it. 2-3 days later, 48 hours later, I was up to about $270. A day after that, I was up to like 370, 360 something, somewhere right in that ballpark. And now 5 or 6 days since I've had the software, I've earned a little over $700. And I'm going to show you a lot of what I'm doing. I'm sorry about that. The biggest thing with this, with the plugin is, in the description of how he explained the plugin, I really don't think that he did a very good job, because he really didn't go into a lot of detail as far as examples of how you could use it. But for me, what I saw with this particular plugin or this particular tool was a huge way to take advantage of different demographics, different groups of people that like one particular thing, or are more apt to look at a certain piece of media, whether it's a video or a picture or an article or whatever it is. And I'm going to kind of show you the process that I go through here in a minute with 2 different websites, 2 different demographics, and 2 different ways to make money with this particular piece of software. The first one that we're going to look at here is, I've got Drudge Report up here, okay? Drudge Report is basically nothing more than a news aggregator. They post links and stories here from all the other media sources, Fox News, CNN, news from over in the UK if it's big enough news. But if you click around here on all these different links, you'll find that Drudge doesn't actually host any type of content. They, like I said, they just basically pull in links and post content that they think, kind of fits the demographic that visits their own website. So you can, as you come through here, normally the newest stories are closest to the top, and the newest stories are kind of the ones that you want to look for because they're the freshest, and you're going to be able to find more people that haven't necessarily seen content relating to that particular topic. So let's look at let's look at this one here. As soon as it loads up, my computer might be a little bit slow. I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm working outside today. So if you hear any weird birds or dogs barking or anything like that, you'll know what it is. Okay, so here we go. So far we've already got 385 comments, but comments are already closed here. Okay. So here, let's see how controversial this is getting down here. So not only is this about 9/11, but down in the comments it looks like there's quite a bit of different discussion about the upcoming election and things like that. So this looks to be a pretty decent piece of content. Let me see if this particular website actually works with TrustJacker. Here on this domain, I set up to be able to do tests, and for the examples that I sent out in your emails and stuff, I got the developer license, so I could set it up on different domains that were kind of more relevant to the topics that I was going to be linking to. So let's see, name your campaign. Let's do test 4. Normally here for the tracking word, you would want it to be something relevant to whatever piece of content that you're linking to. So maybe here I would do, maybe blame Bush, because that's kind of what they were talking about there in that particular article. I'm going to put that. Now here I can either enter a pop-up source of my own, or I can create my own with HTML or whatever if I wanted to do a banner. But for now I just want to see whether or not that particular page will actually work with this. So let's preview it and see if it works correctly. Because pretty much what TrustTracker will only work on websites that don't try to break out any frames. So I found it to work on most websites that I've tried it. But even on the ones where I've tried to use it and it didn't necessarily work, I was able to find the same content somewhere else, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So here, if I go to exit, it's not throwing my pop-up. So it looks like here it's breaking the actual content out of the frame. So that's not gonna, this particular piece of content won't work. I would have the option of going and just finding that piece of content on another website, which I could probably do, but we're not going to spend a whole lot of time doing that. Let's see what else I can find here. Where's this stuff here? Let's look at this. Let's see what this is. Alright, this is about the teacher strike out in Chicago. So probably a lot of people that would be interested in something like that. So let's preview that and see if it works on this particular website. So that'll load up all the way. Make sure that try to exit, and there's my pop-up. That's what I set. Now, when I set that up just now, I was just setting it up more or less to see whether or not it was going to work the way that I wanted it to work, and it does. So now what we want to do is we want to match up this particular piece of content, a piece of content like this, with something specific that we can sell. Now, the easiest way to match something like that up, or the easiest type of product to match something like this up with, 9 times out of 10, is going to be some sort of CPA offer. So hold on just 1 second here. I'm going to pause the video, and we are going to find a offer that kind of matches up. Alright, so what we're going to look at here is, actually I had to pause the video because I forgot. I forgot the URL for OfferVault. Well, I forgot the name of the website, so I had to kind of I had to search around for it for a minute, and then it popped back in my head. I don't know why I don't have a bookmark, but I just don't. So if we come in here, we want to find something that will match up well with that type of content. Now, if you come back here, and I always say it's important to kind of read through the comments if you can find them. On this particular article right here, there's not a whole lot of comments on it because the page itself doesn't allow comments. But if you go back on the main website there for Drudge and you look through a lot of the articles about the particular strike, it's all, Democrats are for big unions, Republicans this, Democrats that, Independents this. Because it's a political season, pretty much anything like that is going to be politicized to a pretty big extent. So what I want to look for over here is something political. So I can come in here and just start searching around a little bit and see what we come up with. check this out. Okay, so it pays out 90 bucks. Let's look at you have your demographic stuff there. Let's look at the full landing page. Okay, I redirected us to something else. Kind of goofy. Maybe they canceled that. Did I click on the wrong thing? No. For some reason they're redirecting it somewhere else. Let's go back and look at a different one here. So I did something like this. Political poll. Take a look at the landing page. We basically want to find some type of landing page that has something to do with that was the actual landing page. So we want to find something that actually has to do with politics in some shape or form. That's not it, even though I thought it was going to be, because it says political poll. So let's go back here. I don't know if it's just because of my location, if it's all of a sudden directed me there now because I've run that particular ad. One second, I'm going to pause this again and go into my network and find it. Okay, so I found the ad that I was looking for. I don't know why those other ones were redirecting somewhere else. I don't know, maybe my location, or I'm not sure what's going on there. But I found this one here, and this is what the landing page looks like. So more or less, you just push the button, and beat up whoever you want to beat up, knocks the other person out or down, whatever, and then email address, and you're golden. Okay, so I'm not going to go into my own networks because I don't feel like blurring all the stuff out on each one of the networks. As far as my campaigns and all that other stuff, I want to be able to make a pretty quick video. So I'm just going to snatch this URL right here as a way to, as somewhere to redirect. So we've got the story there. Now I'm going to put this in as my pop-up offer. Now normally this that I'm putting in here would be my own link from my own network. Like I said, I don't want to log into my networks and have to spend 35 or 40 minutes blurring stuff out because I'm not very good at doing it, and I just want to be able to put the video up when I'm done. So now let's go ahead and preview that and see where it goes and what it looks like. Save it. So, JeremyCoswell.com, blame Bush. So it's set up, the way that I set it up there at the end was as a redirect. So as soon as it loads up, it's going to ask the person if they want to leave the page or stay on the page. No matter what they push, it's going to take them right to my offer there. Go back into Manage Campaigns. Let's try it like this. And then it comes right back up again. So the content itself, like say if I were to post that particular link, this particular link on like Facebook, on Facebook it's actually going to show the content from this actual website, from this website right here. So it's going to show, like if I posted it on Facebook, it would show like the image and the actual wording from this website right here. So it would actually show, you know, whatever this page shows up as a preview, not what it shows on my own domain. So when the people see the link, whoever sees it wherever they see it is going to see a preview of this particular page. So they're probably going to see, you know, this title, teacher strike heads to day 2. Board chief tells union we should resolve this by Tuesday. It's probably what they're going to see, along with you know, an excerpt of the actual content. So they don't have any problem at all clicking that. So that's one way that you can use it to kind of drive traffic to whatever kind of like the popular topics of the day are. And right now I'd like to use a lot of the political stuff because that's what a lot of people are talking about. The election's coming up and with the conventions just passed, and I mean everybody is pretty steadfast in what they believe, whether they're, you know, going to vote for Obama or Romney. I'm not going to say which way I'm going to go there because, yeah, just don't mix politics with business, I guess. But now I'm going to show you another way that you can use this where it is more of an evergreen type thing, where it doesn't have to be on a hot or a particular topic. It can just be an everyday type thing. And I get a lot of that content from this particular website. And while I'm here, I'm going to show you a couple other things that I use this particular website for that maybe you can integrate into a couple other parts of your own business too if you would like to. But first, I'm going to come down, and after I show you this part, I'm going to kind of show you how you actually get the traffic to the links, or how I get the traffic to the links anyway. You can do it however you want, but it'll be a good idea. So let's see. The first thing you want to do is open up any given video. Let's open up this video here.
Hey Brantley, I got the computer, go for it.
Okay. Now, when we open up this video, we can see what kind of ads run on the site, okay? They have a State Farm insurance quote. They have some sort of a dating or a chat ad here. They have a car ad here. They have anything at the bottom. Then down here they have some type of movie trailer. Now, I can tell you, because I've researched it, that to advertise on this particular website is very expensive. It's really expensive. A lot more expensive than a lot of the other websites I've actually looked at. The reason for that being is that this website gets a lot of traffic every single day, a ton of traffic. Like, you're talking probably every bit of 500,000 hits, I would guess, probably a day. It gets a lot of traffic. You can tell just by looking at the total views here of all the videos that are posted in a given day, and for, you know, like Alexa and stuff like that, will pretty much tell you. Now let's look at a different type of ad. Let's see. Let's look at this one. I'm going to pause that audio as soon as it starts. Okay, so here is a BizOp advertisement. It's a business opportunity advertisement. Insurance quotes. And then the Cat Williams trailer again. So it looks like Cat Williams has run of the site on the bottom. And then we've got the BizOp ad here. The other one was what? The dating one. Now I can tell you, because I've looked through 100 of these videos looking at them, the BizOps and the dating type ads are the two biggest ones that they run on this site. They're always right here in the kind of in the prime location, and they spend a lot of money for those ads to be there. Like this particular ad right here, this green one. I can tell you that this variation of this ad in different colors between green and yellow and red and blue and rainbow and white and black and all kinds of different colors has been on this site for probably every bit of 9 months. They've been running this ad consistently. Okay, so this right here kind of tells us a little bit about what kind of ad works well with the demographics that we're working with on this particular site for this particular type of content. So when I look over into, let's get back here. Can I get back?
Threat has been detected. Congratulations! You are today's winner. Please claim your prize in the next 2 minutes by entering your email.
Get out of here. Man, they're no joke with those pop-ups. Let's get back over here real quick. So, at all the ads that we saw there on the site, we saw iPad, iPod giveaways, we saw dating, we saw insurance quotes, we saw business opportunities. So we had really 2 or 3 major type ads, but all in all we saw probably 5 or 6 different types. Depending on what piece of content you want to decide to go with, you'll pick a different type of ad. So let's go back here. And we want to find one that's going to be really effective and kind of really catchy too. So let's look down. Actually, there are a couple of pieces of content on the site that we could actually use that the political thing for too. It looks like. Let's look at this real quick. Let's see. We're gonna see what this is real quick. I want to look at this and see whether this is pro-Obama, against Obama, whatever it is, just really fast here.
The porters ain't playing no games. This seat is taken, we stay in your lane. It's been yapping, but what does he say? You bring the first aid and I'll bring the pain. He is in no life of flickering fame. He though I'm burnt like a trailblazing flame. Romney thinks he wants my job, buddy. And I love it like shame.
Alright, so it's a pro-Obama video. I mean, it's a spoof, but still, most of the comments down here are going to be probably pro-Obama. Yeah. So this is definitely another one that we could use that original add-on. So we come back over here to manage campaigns. We could easily substitute this right in there. and run that same type of situation there, where it showed that same particular political ad that we were looking at. Let's get back out of here. We want to find something that has a lot of views, so we know it's somewhat popular. $706,000 views. Let's look at this one. This one's got 706,268 views and was posted yesterday. So wait and see what pops up over here for our main ad. So we got a Family Feud. Let's reload one more time. So there's a grant ad. Reload one more time. This is that same different variation of that business opportunity ad that we saw the first time. Let's look at it again. It's that dating ad again. So let's go back in here. We could probably see if we couldn't find that same type of ad. That we saw right there if we wanted to use it. Yeah, it looks like the same exact ad. Let's look here. It looks like a similar ad. So we could use this in there if we wanted to. Let's go back and look at maybe a dating offer. Now, this is strictly just a demographic thing, but if we were going to use content from that type of website, we want to stick with the demographics. So we probably want to look for a black dating offer to have the best conversions possible. Let me come in here and see what we can't find that sticks best with the demographics. Okay, so these are all lead offers, so they actually have to either get some type of either pay for something or take some type of a trial. Let's look. Switch up the payout here. Okay. So they're pretty much all going to be leads. Let's see. Look at this one here. I wanted to get off of the highest paid ads because usually they require a little more interaction or a little bit more upfront money from the person that's actually taking the action. Yeah, so here it looks like if they create their free profile, then that's going to initiate the payment to you. So this would be a decent ad here. So you take your URL and then put it back over in your managed campaigns as the pop-up source, where we're going to enter a link and put it right there. So at this point we have our demographics all matched up. We have our demographics matched up. We have some offers matched up. Now we need to get traffic to those particular offers. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. For the political type offers, I like to use Reddit. Okay, I will, I can either have somebody do it for me and post on Reddit, post links along with some type of opinion, and a lot of political type advertisements and things like that on Reddit get a lot of attention and they get a lot of traffic, as long as it doesn't look overly spammy. But what I really like to find is I like to find content very similar to what we find on this particular website or other websites like it. I go to Fiverr, I pay my $5, and then I have somebody get my link out there anywhere from 50 to 150 times on a site like Facebook. Any given round of posting a link, even of 25 times, usually results in about 125 to 130 views of any given link. And a lot of times, depending on the content, because a lot of this content that's on this site is viral by nature. You can tell by the number of views that a lot of it gets. That's why I always look for something with, with the higher end number of views. Like this one right here, 97,815 views since yesterday. 108,874 views since yesterday. This crazy tourist in Thailand playing with white tigers. The only thing bad with a piece of content like this is that it might be a little bit harder to match up with an offer. So after I spend my time matching up the offers with the different demographics, then I'm looking for cheap ways to get people to post my links. And the easiest and the cheapest way that I found to be able to do that is to either use a site like Fiverr to get people to post my links via Twitter and retweets, or on a site like Facebook, where you can pay somebody, the $5 or $10 if you buy some type of an upgraded offer, and get them to actually get your link out there, or if you wanted to set up some type of fan page around that particular type of content, and then have the content in your fan page with your link being right there. But one way or another, to spread the news on Facebook itself, because like I said, this content in and of itself, it's made to be, it's on this site because it has a good potential of going viral. And if you look at the views, that kind of proves that a lot of it does. So even though you might be spending a little bit of money as far as getting your links actually posted, which you're more than free to, you can always do anything that you want to yourself. But if you can pay somebody $5 or $10 and have them post your links, and that $5 or $10 gets you, 100 to 500 views on your actual link, you only have to convert a very small portion of those individuals that go to your link to not only make your money back, but to make a good bit of profit. And if your payout on any particular offer is, say, even $1 or $2, and you get 100 visitors, and your conversion rate is only 5%, you still doubled your money there. Now, if you get a hold of a piece of content, like this one here, like this Bang Bang President Obama raps Chief Keeps I don't like, that has a little bit more of a potential to go viral than maybe some of the other things that we see on this page. But maybe on that particular video, if that gets posted all over Facebook and Twitter for you, maybe on that particular video you get 1,000 views on it. So it's kind of an average of all the effort, between all the different links that you create. The hardest part of the equation, though, is what we were doing in the beginning when we were matching up the demographics to where we're going to post them to the offer that goes behind it. Now, as internet marketers, with TrustJacker, there's a lot of different stuff you can do. If I was looking to build my internet marketing list, with the way that this works, I could put my squeeze page or my blog on top of Frank Kern's blog. Join a bunch of internet marketing groups and start posting content or posting links to Frank Kern's site, with my pop-up popping up over top of his actual blog. And that would be another instance of, matching up demographics with an offer. So definitely spend your time matching up your demographics, and then spend 5-10 minutes looking for an offer that matches up perfectly to them, and then think of the cheapest, easiest way that you can get the traffic out there. And for me, that's either paying somebody to post on Facebook, Twitter, or Reddit, which you can get somebody over at Fiverr to do all those things for you, or I mean, you could spend the time and post them yourself, but you're much better off, and it's going to be much more profitable for you if you're spending your time actually matching up the demographics rather than posting the links. So that's what I'm doing with the software. I've already made I've made my investment back 10 times over so far at the very least, even after paying for outsourcing. And you spend 10 minutes a day looking at the demographics, and then you're done. It's pretty simple money as long as you're posting the links. So I mean, yeah, I would definitely use it to the fullest extent. Anybody that picked it up, because there really is money to be made in actually using the software. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer you the best I can. I didn't create the software, so I don't know it inside and out. But I know the basics, and I know how I'm using it myself to make money. So I'll try to help you any way I can if you have specific questions to ask. Thank you.